So those are the characters who are influencing and escalating what we don't need. And I want to assure you that we are also picking these fillers from wherever they are coming from. It is known from the public that Aduma is the best speaker. And that's what is driving it crazy. You get it? So that everybody say Aduma is the one who speaks well. But the other day, they were saying that it is JB who spoke the best. You know, for us, we pick the fillers, we keep quiet. And we want to follow what is happening. If they're speaking your name in the good part of it, then let it be. You keep on encouraging us to do that. But now going astray, that's what we don't want. Now what happened yesterday? My officer, I sent him there, him himself. He went even before all of you, and he left last. I was getting each and every update at the point I needed to get it. It's until when I'm sorry for a meeting with the candidates. I'm going to call you back shortly. That's a call from very sorry, that's a call from the region. He was giving me updates now and then until when even Aduma was thrown bottles, even a piece of stick, how Aduma even left. I was, even before he reached the station, by the way, you know, I was for Juma prayers, but I was receiving his calls. You know, I'm not supposed even to receive calls when I'm for prayers, actually. But I was receiving them through him. Until when he reached, I was really aware of whatever happened completely. So I knew what was happening. Yes, for this material period of time, we call ourselves very, very unfortunate. Our vehicle is not here and we have not been facilitated to do this work. But we are trying our level best to see that we must calm down the tempers. So it comes back to our agents that we ferry. We are ferrying our agents from one point to another, In JP's words, we have families to protect. Will it be okay for us that today, in our campaign trail, that we have lost somebody? Somebody has been maimed, injured, becomes lame, or is now nursing wounds in the hospital. I wouldn't expect that. Just what Madam had said. The other day we cautioned the people of Maracha County. We cautioned them here. One camp tried to mobilize some border borders. When the border border was retreating in the valley, knocked a woman. He broke his legs. The woman was unconscious. Temporary excitement, which is caused by the candidates. So therefore, I am saying, movement of agents from one point to another, we must avoid it now and then. Move alone. Move alone. I believe when you get your supporters on the ground, it is much better. Let them clap for you or let them abuse when they're on the ground. You go and pass your information. But by ferrying people from town council, you take them to Paranga. You carry the one from Paranga, you take them to Tara. What are you carrying? Why are you making the campaigns very expensive? Who is fueling these vehicles? Who is hiring these vehicles? It is us. I am requesting Dr. Tomalit that, yes, it happened. I am aware. I'm requesting him to put his guns down for what happened yesterday. One, I'm not saying that he's the one who caused it. But here in town council, Aduma's supporters went, I even know the people, went and defaced his posters from here for what happened in the Drapo. I am aware, I even know some of the names. But if he chooses to take action, it goes to individuals who defaced his posters. You know, it's very, very criminal. And then tomorrow it will be, Aduma will be president. I was told nothing happened. Now my people are being picked and kept in custody. We get a picture. His posters were defaced from here. For what happened in Drambo, it was now like they are putting him in that bracket, that it is him, and yet he has done it. These are not also his people. Just the way it happened to Tyre here, people were throwing him matchbox. He would have said that maybe because the Aduma's posters were more, it is Aduma's people who are interrupting him. The other day we in Alikwa, Nothing happened. We were in Tara. Nothing happened. And the last night I saw, was it Ndugadima was accusing you for campaigning together with the registrar of Tara. NRM registrar.
And at night.
At night. Are you seeing this kind of issues? So what are we trying to, what are we insinuating? It is very, very critical. So all of us will have a burden to carry. All of you come from a specific sub-county, and we are trying to preach against sectarianism, but you are trying to own these sub-counties for yourselves to propagate something different. Why do we do that? We are talking about unity, peacefulness, and so on and so forth, empathy for one another, but here you are owning a sub-county, you are owning a clan. I even don't know why somebody should say that I come from Oleva, I come from Tara. We are all people from Maracha and we are all Ugandans. Why did you say that I'm also a Maracha and I'm a candidate? Only you stop there. Why do you go ahead to say that me, I come from Tara, I come from Alikwa, I come from Oleva? Why do you go for that? You are trying to put some image in people's heads that ours is a madam, mama is ours, but Aliti is not ours, Tyre is not ours. So that when they are talking, we must throw them. We get that. So that's where we are. That's the policy we are going into. But trust me, you are small gods. These people consider you to be small gods. Whatever you speak is what they will go by. Is what they will go by. Whether you have said it, you know, is what we call, the good thing is that the other day, my senior Dr. Tomaliti was saying that he has the most Congo increase. You know, in English, there's what we call vicarious liability. Whatever your agents do comes back to you. You go by that. Vicarious liability. We shall take you responsible for the action. Because whatever you speak in here, you have agents. You may only speak, yes, our agents are here. I may speak to this one. This one will go and mobilize on my behalf. It will be security matter. Madam will speak to me, I can go do something here, it comes back to her. She's the head of security here. So she goes by vicarious liability. It's the same thing what you do through your agents to go and interrupt somewhere, but it comes back to you. So all of us who are here, I don't want to blow my trumpet. I am about to, you know, when you are playing with a piece card, don't think that it doesn't have claws to scratch you. It has them. But these claws enter inside. It can touch it, release. It even has the most soft palms to touch you. Can even touch even the newborn baby. The baby will never cry. But should these claws come out for climbing the trees, it will scratch. And that's what we are about to do. It's what we are about to do. I want to assure you, my records are very, very clear. It's not the first time I'm being a DPC. I've been a DPC since 2017. Ask, for those of you who are there, in Nakawa division, what happened in 2016. Ask, what happened in 2021 in Budubuju. From COVID up to elections. Go to Mitiana. During Women's Day celebrations, what happened? Where our names have been written down in the parliament, on the floor of parliament, for whatever we have done. So I don't want to blow my trumpet. I am the most humble, but I can also be the most dangerous. I don't want to derail anybody. That is my principle. And I want to assure you, at my age, Maracha is not my first district, and it will not be my last. Whether today or tomorrow I will be leaving, but when I'm leaving Maracha, I must leave it a better place. As simple as that. That is my principle. And when I'm trampling on somebody, the person must know why I'm trampling on the person. Me, I will not regret when I trample on you for the just cause, for the better of the bigger population. That is my principle. And it is what I live to do. And it is the reason why they have maintained me as a DPC up to tomorrow. To this time where I'm still a DPC. I've clashed with very many, and I'm friends with very many. I want to be very specific. For those of you who are friends to Chibazanga, Taban, Madam, you know him very, very well. Chibazanga, the younger brother to King Mumbere of Kasese. Ask him, how is his namesake Taban operating? He will tell you what I did in the Budu. At least that one is not a secret. He will tell you. You know Joyce Bakana, the woman AP Mitiana, and the colleagues. Ask them what Taban is capable of doing. She will tell you what I did in Mitiana. So I don't want to transfer some of these issues here. It is a part of us that we should live within our means. We should live within our means. Let us not antagonize the public. Let us not derail our people. I know from the histories that Maracha has been in opposition. But at the Maracha is shining yellow. Do we want to take Maracha back? Do we want to take Maracha back to blue? Do we want to take Maracha back to red? That when we are watching, why do we call ourselves yellow? I have told you, I am put on a catchy, but my catchy may be more, may sound more yellow than the yellow you are putting on. That is. So it is where we are. Failing of agents, please let us desist. We see now, unfortunately for me, that the 3 remaining sub-counties are all in one place, Great Oleba. It is Oleba Town Council, Oleba Sub-County, and the Paranga. These are all Great Oleba. Now we are going to shift. We are going to shift and be in Oleba. Whether I go there as an individual, mine will only be to make a call or to stop everything. It is just, Madam said, it is a blessing. I even know some of you may not have the capacity to mobilize the people whom the NRM is mobilizing for you to talk to. But the registrar plus his team has given you a program that now people know that here, today, our candidates are coming to talk. Even the one who doesn't have a transport will walk to come and listen. But when you move individually, it becomes more expensive. You may not mobilize those. Yes, you may have the capacity, but you may not mobilize all of them. It is not an opportunity for our voters to know who does what for us. Electoral Commission is always on the TV saying that your vote counts. Your vote you must cast your vote wisely. So it is you, your words, your manifesto that you always show for us is what is going to make the mindset of these people to talk to you. To see that what we must do is the best thing to do. Let them vote, let them make their choice. It's not at their liberty that all the 6 are talking. I pick one from Mama, I pick one from Aduma, and the rest of all of you. So where do I belong is what we are now waiting from the voters on the 17th, which is not far from now. Today is 12th. So let's give them the freedom to choose. Other than on the 17th you are going to vote, the vote you are supposed to win on, now the person is in custody or is in the hospital. That's the vote which is supposed to make you to win. The person is either in police custody or in the hospital nursing wounds. So you will have missed that vote. So let's give them the liberty. Let's try to make it better. Let's build Maracha. Let's build Maracha East. Let's leave it a better place. Trust me, if all of you put your manifestos very, very clearly, Tairi can borrow Aduma's manifesto, Aduma can borrow Aditi's manifesto, Aditi can borrow the one from Mama. So long as it is for the same NRM. I saw you preaching that you have picked your manifesto from the bigger manifesto of the president. So can't one of you work with that manifesto and tomorrow you shake your hands and you say, let us develop, today is your turn, you go and we shall see ourselves in the next round, which is 5 years from now. That is the best. You shake your hands and we go ahead. Bloodshed we shall never accept. My mandate is to protect life and property. The life is your life, my life, and our life of our agents. All of us, I am supposed to protect your lives. your properties. Even those vehicles you are driving, when I see it is dangerous, I impound it because I don't want to lose you. I'm cutting across. So I want to assure you that from today, I am going to enforce my laws, leave alone the laws of these guidelines. The other day I saw some vehicles here, even people standing in front of the driver. You see, they are climbing up. Now the driver is struggling to see where I'm passing. People are standing on the windscreen, surely. And I'm watching as the DPC. I had closed my eyes. A tricycle carrying more than 20 people. What is the time? So, when you hear me and you have heard me, I've impounded them. I don't want any call from any candidate. And don't say that Tabani has impounded my vehicles, is in the pocket of Mama, is in the pocket of Aduma, is in the pocket of Tyree, is in the pocket of JB, in anybody's pocket, that he is fighting me because he support. No. Me, I want to be very, very clear in this. I want to be very, very clear in this. By the way, for information, I have, I think, only 3 numbers here. I have the one for doctor. We shared it when we were at the church. I had the one for Tyree, long time ago, not even before even, I think it was, I don't know when. And then for the one for Ndugu Aduma, I had to buy when. That was the time he came from Somalia. You paid me a cutters. That's when we exchanged numbers.
I think when
I got yours when you came for fireworks. For Mama, I went for when we lost other Mama. She paid me a cutters in the office. She was the first leader in the district to pay me a cutters. Mama, thank you very much. That's when we exchanged numbers. But the one for JB, I don't have it. And incidentally,
I gave you when I visited you.
Actually, the other day.
You threw it away.
No. It is still there. And incidentally, I have not called any for them. I only called, I think, one day. One day. On a different, when I was in Arua. Actually, I was traveling to Kampala. So the rest, I've never called them. So, please, with our team as security, I've talked a lot, but I've talked for a purpose. We want to be as much as possible to be impartial in these campaigns. We shall support you more than 100% after the flag. This is an internal issue. This is a family issue. So when you have children at home, I believe all of us are fathers and mothers. When you have children at home, when you show love for one another, it means the other one say that mommy is not for that one, daddy is not for that one. But we don't want that. Our children are our children. This is a family matter. That's why we are very, very impartial. As a security, we don't want to lean on one side. Ours is to create for you a harmonious ground. Harmonious ground. Trade very well. Don't slide around. Don't slide around. Look for your votes, get your votes, carry the flag high. Please let us not make the family to break. Then we go back to the other side. I know there are accusations that some of the candidates are working with the office of my brother Gabriel. That Gabriel's office has been owned already. We always watch them on social media. But we go back, like today, like last night, somebody was accusing us that he has been frustrating security. Now the price has gone to 80,000. 80,000. Who has frustrated who? I have told him also on the same forum, please talk about the public address system and the chairs you are hiring, not security. If we are to get our facilities, we shall get through his office, from the secretariat, or through electoral commission, which is not here, independent. Not any individual. None of you. Maybe you have facilitated somebody, but not the security. I've never seen it. None of you has given us that even I've given a liter of fuel. No. If it's there, let the person show up. To be realistic. I am here, the DSO is here, the other is here. This is heading internal security, I'm heading the police, other is heading all of us. So, because why do we do that? We will have come to you the Saturday, we have got a vehicle here. Remember last week, who didn't see police moving with you people? In Itara we were there, in Alekwa we were there. Simply because we got some fuel and the car gave us a vehicle. That's why we are running up and down. But the fuel went down, we get back car's vehicle, that's why you are not seeing us running after. And we will have come to you. Why are we not coming? Because we don't want that issue of saying that I've earned the security for myself. Because some of you, it becomes a campaign tool. When you give me fuel, then tomorrow you will say that after all I fueled the vehicle myself, now why are you disturbing me? We don't want that. That's why we want to say that let us be the way we are. We are very grateful for your coming here. Please, when I'm going to enforce my law, foretold is better. Me, I'm going to enforce it. I am going to enforce impounding vehicles. And the rowdy ones, I'm going to arrest some of them. But I'm telling you in advance, so that tomorrow when I pick one, don't say that I'm picking them because of that I formed my mind to rally somebody or to terrorize somebody's supporters. No. I am doing it for the sake of the better Maracha. I'm doing it for the sake of better Maracha and for the better of this place, for our community and for the party. That's what I can assure you about. I've spoken a lot. I don't want to go more than that. But my issue is to avoid the benchmark is I don't want bloodshed. It has not happened to Maracha East, and I don't want to happen. That did happen to Maracha constituency. And we were saying that must be the last. Let's deliver the most peaceful elections for our own good. I thank you.
I thank you, members. That gives us the context as to why we are here in the meeting today. And I think it is clear. And we want to open the floor to all of you now. And the baseline is it will not be accusation, it will not be word, but it is about listening and speaking facts, truth. And we are going to give this ground to all of you, Thank you. I think we'll start with the Mama and we move like this now. So. Okay. Mama is not talking, eh?
You pick hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's all right. This one is straight to me.
Yeah.
So you see, they look at me as the woman.
For the interest of the time, I'd like to observe the rest of the protocol. I would like to thank the organizers of this meeting, and it is very important that you have organized it. The problem started right from Yivu, and I want to speak facts. Ombiabra was slightly okay. When we reached at Meki, actually the whole of Yivu, for me it was okay. But after Yivu, Commissioner accused me that I ferried people, that I bought them alcohol to disorganize him. It was very clear. By the way, in Meki, it was his team that was jumping and shouting, actually even interrupting him. I think General Ombiabra was okay. I had in Meki, I had actually one car. I did not go with any other car. And I'm wondering how I ferried the people. The only group that came there to give me support were borders. By the way, when they arrived and they were told to be calm, they listened. All these guys will testify that. That was there. I don't know whether he really saw that I ferried people, whether I bought them alcohol. Maybe he will tell it to us. The same thing was in Nigeria. Commissioner himself accused me of ferrying people and buying them alcohol. And on that same day, by the way, it was his team that was again interrupting. JB, you were sitting next to me. I told you, see those people. Secondly, the crowd in Algeria began to started shouting when he was actually criticizing us instead of his what? Manifesto. They were actually telling him, it was not actually, by the way, they were not shutting him down. They were telling him, why don't you focus on your manifesto? Even the registrar of Algeria was concerned, and he came and he grabbed the microphone by force from commissioner. All of you saw that. Telling him not to criticize us, but to focus on what? His manifesto. That is what happened there. So I think after Algeria, Alikwa, we went there. Commissioner, your team was disrupting you. You even stopped them. I wish the cameras captured it. You told them to stop. JB, you were sitting next to me. I showed you. And for all this, I am always the accused. That was in Alikwa itself. So when we after Alikwa, we were in Inyadri. Honestly speaking, I have never removed a coin to buy an alcohol for anybody. I don't even have that money that I can influence people. I respect all these people. I respect them. And I value them. I never organized any person to disrupt them. In Nyoro, all of us spoke. JB was interrupted by Timo Adima. I remember JB cautioning Adima to do what? All of you saw it. When Mr. Tyre stood up to speak, there is a gentleman or some few people who were putting on Mama's t-shirts who were actually disorganizing him, and he forgave Mama, saying that Mama is a good person and the behavior, everything should be attributed to those people. When Commissioner was speaking, by the way, he started speaking well, everything was calm. Again, he went astray, beginning to criticize us. And the people who started shouting, telling him to focus on his manifesto. By the way, that was the thing. All of you could see that. That is actually where the crowd started shouting. Nobody influenced anybody. He went astray. Instead of focusing on his points, he was actually criticizing some of my issues. And people started making noise, telling him to do what? To focus on his manifesto. So when he felt he was whatever, he came and told me, he was seated next to me, that, do you think you will not come to Oleba? He told me, Adema, you were next to me. He told me there openly. So when we went to Nyadisaf, Commissioner, your team was the one, all of you witnessed, interrupting the whole of us. You went even stopped them several times. None of them listened. I think they were drunk. You will testify if I am lying. You will say, Adoma, here you have lied. Now from Tuesday, after Noro event, for us we came home. Then my supporters from Drambu started calling me. They told me there was a meeting in Irosa, planning some dirty things on me when I come to Drambu and the Oleba Town Council. Some of them were in his political forum. They forwarded the message to me, which I still have. I shared some of them with you security team. They were in a total of 3 meetings that we organized. By the way, when I was going to Drambu, I was fully aware of what to expect. But I didn't expect that they will be throwing objects at me when we are there. Anyway, before I reach there, let's come to Maracha Town Council. I'm sorry. When we came to Maracha Town Council, by the way, I did all my best. Even before, in my opening remarks, I think all of you were there. I told them, Mr. Adima received us very well in where? Tara. Mr. Tai received us very well in whatever. I expect equally a good hospitality to these people. And I don't want them to shame me, because this is where I come from. That was my opening remark. Honestly speaking, I did everything within my power and with my team to control, except there were really some others that were unruly. Let me come to the interruption of Mr. Tyre. The first group, by the way, if you saw it objectively, that somehow interrupted at the first, Tyre were JB's team. They were seated behind there. They were shouting, JB, JB. Even the videos are still there. So briefly, the registrar came and they stopped. So, Mr. Tyre felt indeed his time had, was wasted. So when his time he was warned, and when his time ended, he felt that some of his minutes were not compensated. So he felt that he should have continued to speak. Whoever was there, you will say whether I am lying or not. That's when the crowd again started. By the way, he had completed. Those of you who are there, you will say whether I've lied or not. So that's when a bigger population started actually making a lot of noise, because they felt his time had elapsed and he felt he needed compensation for the time wasted. The registrar tried to pull the microphone, he refused. And he started moving from one, and that's when actually everything went bad. If I am lying, you people, you'll say, yes, here you have lied. Then Idrambu was, of course, this kind of thing that was planned. Me, I knew everything about it. I informed the security team the day before yesterday about the issue of Idrambu, but everybody took it for granted. Me, I knew. By the way, I didn't want to go to Idrambu, but I said, I am not a coward, let me still go. And I was happy that the reception was very massive for me, from Muniba. So when I reached there, the candidates were all there, yes? The information was clear from those people standing there that, Adoma, you are not going to speak here. You are not going to speak here. By the way, Mr. Tyre, I don't know if some of them thought Adoma is you. When you started speaking, they had actually started. By the way, before Tyre, I think it was Mama, right? By the way, they abused the Mama badly. Badly. Only that you were not throwing objects at. That was the only advantage you had. And if you were like some of us who were emotional, you were even going to give up speaking. I really thank you and appreciate you. So for me, when I came, Tyre, when you started speaking, I think they thought maybe it was Tyre until the commissioner came and informed them. And they gave you, by the way, that calmness. All of you, if you were objective, you saw commissioner going to that camp. So when I came, me, I knew it was only going to be maybe making noise. And I was determined to proceed regardless of the noise. JB, you came to me encouraging me that don't give up, just try to persist and continue. I really thank you for that brotherhood. By the way, I was ready to continue speaking, regardless of the words But when they realized that I was going ahead, that's when they started throwing objects at me. I think I picked few of them that were at the scene. I brought them to the police. So until when my team realized that I was in danger, they came and surrounded me. And by the way, they were following me. Even in the car, people were throwing objects at my car. My driver really did his best. And I thank God that we never knocked anybody. We nearly knocked people. I don't know what would have happened if we fell and got in an accident, or if we knocked somebody. From the other side of the church, they were even still following us. So I really forgive whoever planned it. I forgive the team that did it intentional or unintentionally. I remain peaceful, but I kindly request for security guarantees in Oleba Town Council, because another meeting was organized yesterday. If there is security guarantee for me in Oleba Town Council, I will be there today. In Oleba Sub-County, I have no problem. I know JB will control there. Mama will come to Paranga. But in Oleba Town Council, if there is any security guarantee, me, I will be there. If there is no security guarantee today, I better protect my life and I remain without today's joint campaign. So I was just giving all this to find a fair, so that you understand what actually took place and the background of all this. And I want to assure all of you, in case you felt that I really did something, forgive me. And inside my heart, I didn't do anything. I am sorry where I went wrong, or where you felt that I should have controlled the crowd better. I am sorry about that. So these are some few things that I wanted to put across. Commissioner, I forgive you, and in where you also feel that whatever, that one I left it to you. Thank you.
Phone. Pay me for this.
Thank you very much, RDC and the security team, and my colleague candidates. First of all, I want to say that I regret and condemn the violence, the hooliganism, the drunkenness, the uncultured behavior, the callous behavior, I don't care behavior, that some few youth and some few agents are showing in all these campaign rallies. You will not know whether these are agents of Mama, or they are agents of Aduma, or of Tyre, or of JB, or of Adima, or of Alit. It is difficult to know. Because most of the time, people who are bringing violence, hooliganism, are the ones who are in the outer ring. In the outer ring. Those who shout a lot. So me, I must say that probably all of us, our agents, or our supporters, have done something wrong, probably. But I cannot say Aduma supporters did this one did this. I cannot say, because unless there is evidence that this group did this. And I want to categorically deny that I have been involved in any organization of violent youth or drunkard youth and hooligans in the Drambu and any other place. Actually, I suffered the most in Ombiabura. So it's difficult to say that it's paradoxical to say that my supporters were the one interrupting me. Until the security came in, and then in Meki, actually from Meki, we went on well. It was only again in Nyoro that I was interrupted totally by rowdy youth, whom to some extent I attributed to Aduma, the group. Because people like Miselia, people like Munduni Luka, his campaign agents, were seated in the front chair in Nyoro when we were speaking, when all the other candidates are speaking. As soon as I was coming on the stage, they left their seats and they went behind. And noise started coming. And this thing was recorded. And it was shared everywhere. And people were not happy, by the way. Even in our Maracha parliament, everybody was saying, no, this cannot happen. I'm a very peaceful person. I have worked with government for 32 years. People know whom I am. I have been a chairman, board of governors of 3 secondary schools here in Maracha. People know which kind of heart I have. So to say that I am really supporting these kind of things is regrettable. Most of these youth, like those in Drambu there, when I went there, I was trying to calm them down. I even told my agents of Drambu, you go behind and control those youths who are making noise. Even I removed my posters from 2 youths. I removed them. I said, if you are behaving like this, I don't think you are my supporter. And also when Aduma started speaking, unfortunately, his people with his banners came and standing behind the group of who were with my banners. So you cannot actually know who threw those things. You cannot know whether it was actually his people, or it was maybe Tyrese people who got annoyed because of what happened in Maracha Town Council, or it was my supporter. You cannot know. So I think it should not be attributed to me that it was my supporters who organized these things. Unfortunately, in Aduma's WhatsApp group, which I get everything, by the way, I get all the things. There are guys who just are there to give him propaganda and lies. Even yesterday they said that I slaughtered a bull for people. You people are there. Who slaughtered a bull there? Eh? So there are guys like Viga, like Cosmas, Pario, who just feed Aduma, this group there in the WhatsApp group, with the lies. But I have my people there who are sending me everything. I want to make it clear. I am getting everything in that WhatsApp group. So lies are the things destroying some of us. We better talk the truth. Some people want to get favors from Aduma by giving them lies. But me, I'm a peaceful person, and I want to make it very clear that I will hold on to my integrity. I have never held a meeting to plan to disorganize any candidate. Never. It is true meetings were held in Rosa. But those meetings were of urgent to mobilize the community to turn up. It is not to say that the meetings are there. To say that we must have violence on Aduma. I don't think. And I was not the one who sponsored the meetings. So I have never sponsored any meeting to organize against any of my colleagues here. I have never. And me, I have never failed. At least Aduma fails supporters on a motorcycle, not on a lorry. They go on a motorcycle. Maybe about 20 of them. So if you don't see a lorry among his group, it doesn't mean that he has not failed. For him, each border carries 3 or 4. Actually, about 20 borders, that's already 40 people. Actually, 20 times 4 is 80. That's a big number. Me, I have never. I have only my 2 vehicles and in the public highway system. I have never carried any. By the way, there are some people, security, they have been moving from Tara to Ajira to Alekwa to Nyadri even the faces they are known. They have moved all this. I don't know what they come to do. Some are women. Some are young men. Why do you move people from one place to another? And then some of them are mobilized to come and ask me questions. People who are very, very close to Aduma are the ones who always come to ask questions. I wonder, even here in Maracha Town Council, these are your security details. Even yesterday they were there in the Drambo. They are the ones who came to protect you. And they are the ones who come and ask questions. And we know them. The issue is you should control your people. Me, I will do my best to control my supporters, but I want to make it clear that I have never caused any violence. I have never supported any violence. I am a peaceful person. I condemn any violence to the strongest terms. But I must say that me, I'm a person of unity, peace, and love. I must say that there are some youths who are uncontrollable. Even Adoma cannot control them. Aliti cannot control them. Mama cannot control them. Tairi cannot. JB cannot. Adima cannot. They are uncontrollable. Even where they get their alcohol, God knows. The only people who can control those guys probably is the DSO, the DPC, and the other police people. Even your registers cannot control them. The register cannot control them. So they are youths who are what I call I don't care. And they are the biggest problem. Biggest. We may talk of Aduma's supporters, Aliti's supporters. The biggest problem are youths who get drunk, who don't care what happens. You saw yesterday in the second rally of Adu. Eh? These guys drunk from the start up to the end. When I asked the security, I said, why don't you stop these guys? The security said, they have overpowered us. Those are the guys we should bundle them in a pickup and bring them to the cell. Just let them sleep at least for 12 hours. Then the others will understand. You know, they have taken it as a routine now that this thing is routine. Nobody has been arrested. So I want to say that indeed what happened to me in Nyoro, I must say that my people actually got annoyed. It is true they got annoyed. And they got annoyed with the Aduma because it was his supporters, purportedly, who disrupted me. So they got annoyed. I want to tell you the truth. So whatever happened in Drambo, I never mobilized them. These guys are all in social media. They read these things. And therefore, for them, the issue was like, okay, you have done this, and I said it, we shall do the same. That is according to them, not that the elite is the one mobilizing them. No, I never mobilized any hooligan. I am not part of these hooligans. But there are some youths who, whether you do what, the best solution would be to arrest them. I would really ask you to arrest them. Even today, I must say that Adoma, in the Oliver Town Council here, I don't see any problem. I went yesterday in the Drambo, I tried to even calm people. When I went there, I was trying to calm people, but people don't have listening ears. Our youth are their behavior. That's why we talk of mindset church. Their behavior is really deplorable, very bad. And not many security. This is about maybe even 10 to 15 in a certain campaign, rally area. They don't even reach 20. They are the ones, and they cause problem out in the outer ring, not in the front. Because the front, if it is Aduma's supporters, Aduma will say you, and they cool down. If it is of JB will say me, they cool down. It's equal of Tairi, even Adema. For Mama, at least her people are, they don't, they only shout, they shout when she's talking. Unfortunately, they shout too much also. They interrupt her. That is the problem there. They don't shout, but they shout when too much when she's talking. And they, to some extent, interrupting her even. So that is the challenge. So, if there is anything between me and any of you people, I also forgive you. And we need to start a new level ground of peace, unity, and love. And we must not talk about some other person. You cannot go there that I have retired, I'm eating person, and now I'm not entitled to. Everyone of here has retired. Because people get annoyed. Yeah? Everybody has retired. Because when you leave work, even at the age of 45, you do what they call early retirement because you are joining politics. So it is not good to go and say this everywhere. The issue of Loinya, even in his forum there, they have said, let's do Loinya more and more to pay him. It is there in his WhatsApp group, which they forwarded to me. Let's do Loinya more and more to pay him. These things are there. And I must tell you, everything typed in that forum, I get it every day. So don't think that there are things that people don't know what is that. We know it. And control people who are telling you lies in that forum. Because we know it. And I must say that I'm here for peaceful elections. From yesterday it happened. Don't attribute it to me. Attribute it to the rowdy youth who are not sponsored by me. So I thank you very much. I forgive you. You have forgiven me. Let's start on a level ground. After Odrambu, your people came led by Adiga Kemis, your driver. You are really driver. Came here and removed all my posters. Even they get it on your veranda, they just go and pick it and destroy. They destroy like this up to Alekwa on this road. All. Even came and entered inside. You have not even condemned it. No condemnation from you. The DPC has talked about it. And there were 4 guys. One of them is that guy who came and asked me a question here. That why am I coming to a job of MP? I want to take all the jobs. Moreover, you are security details, the one asking me this kind of thing. That implies you are discussing these things in your forums, in your night meetings. The other issue is, I think, police, we should not encourage these night meetings. These meetings which go up to 10 p.m., 11 p.m., what is discussed there is hatred only. It is not the correct thing. And also, if we say rallies must end at 6, it must end at 6. This business of you are there 8 p.m., I think we don't want that. Yes. And if we know about it, we shall ring. We shall ring DPC, we shall ring DISO, we shall ring other DC. That so and so is holding a rally past 6. Is it past 7? I don't know. 6. Past 6. We shall say it. We shall alert you. And these night meetings are not good. If you want to hold a meeting, you hold a meeting during the day in the morning before you go for the rally. Why do you hold a meeting at 10 p.m.? And people should not think that we don't know those things. We know. We have our spies in all those forums. They send us everything, every detail. So we better talk very well in our forums. Each one of us has. I have mine also. And whatever it is put in mind, it is they also get. So thank you very much for this meeting. I want to say that we are all NRM. I will support NRM fully and make sure that we have a peaceful election. And also deliver for His Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. I like the discussions that are going on regarding the electoral process. We're all leaders, and good leadership starts with each of you. And that is very important. You manage people, you lead people. The starting point is your agents. If your agents do not come through with the rules, it means you're pioneering that yourself. Definitely at any angle it will be known that way. 2, the issue of carrying people, failing people, it's very, very unfortunate, honestly. I have a small car, me myself, I move it. I sit in front and carry 3 people behind. That is my entourage.
5 people.
5 people. I've never carried a second car. Only that I have one guy on the border who goes to put my banners out there because he has to carry them. And that's it. From day 1 up to now, my car was outside there. It's very small. Not a Kamunye, not a big one, no. If somebody says I ferry people, it's very unfortunate. That's a typical lie. Actually, the most peaceful candidate in this electoral process is me. Very, very peaceful. You can never get an issue about my few agents. Actually, my agents are very good friends of JB. They like JB's conversations.
I'm a woman.
So there is nothing like my agents can say this and that because my instructions are very clear. I'm not fearing anybody, and two, no one should abuse any other candidate. And that has been my policy. And it has moved through my campaigns, by the way. Whether I do the campaigns individually, that's it. Again, the issue of fearing has been rampant, and that's where the problems have been coming from. Went to all this, even on Biafra, even they went by there in Tara, people carried all these kinds, some most of them they carried people, extras from here, they went with them. And they thought everybody was peaceful, and the agents came with the back without doing anything. They thought they were going to have fire. You see, that was my personal instruction to my people. I did the mobilization at my own cost because I was only one day ahead. The whole thing started with me, and I put my own money to do the mobilization. You see, the people who came there, I spent the money to make people to come because the campaign trail for joint elections, the joint campaign started from Tara, and we're not given enough time. But I found myself, if I don't mobilize, there will be no people to listen to the candidates. I took up that role as a leader to mobilize people to come and support other candidates. And they support everybody and everything went well. Now coming to other areas, it has been more of abusive and, hooliganism. Personally, I condemn it. I don't like that way of leadership. So it's very important each of us will take up a leaf from what happens. You can come to me for leadership advice. If you're missing one, I will direct you how to handle this guy, the way I've handled mine. Yeah, correct. 2, agents. I request the security detail to go +1. What I mean is, this is candidate meeting. You have information about all those agents who have been behind driving, maybe they motivating either the candidate or motivating other agents, to become rowdy. Some names have been called here. I expected the security team, if you're always on site, you should be knowing, apart from the candidate, who are these guys actually ringleaders of this. The next meeting after here should be those guys to be called. They should come here. It's very important. To add on to that, our people fear security a lot. Just bring like 2 armed men. That's the end of story. 2, they can walk. For us, if you're my soldier, I just walk. I don't need it. I don't need a pickup. Walk to the venue, deploy 2 UPDF in uniform, full police. That's the end of it. People just want to fear. Unfortunately, that deployment has not been people see, just like my colleague has said, these are people who can be controlled. But when they see there is no security, they become like it's their day. They drink, they misbehave, sometimes even beyond the control of the candidates. Those things exist. Some of those may not even be the agents of candidates, but they feel it's time to drink, and which is very unfortunate for our youth. So I think it's very okay to have a deployment of the security. Even if we don't have the truck yet, we can have like 2 armed men there, and that is it, they will fear. So I think that's my submission, but I'm happy this meeting has come on, and I'm very sure the next remaining days, all is going to be perfect, and nothing's going to happen. Thank you.
Oh, I have to say something.
Yeah.
I thought Mama would speak first. My elder. Huh? What do you
You
think?
speak.
Okay.
When children are speaking,
Mama is the boss.
when children are speaking,
Yeah.
you as a mother,
Yes.
a parent, you should keep quiet.
All right. I'm seeing him struggle in raising the camera and so on. I would beg to remain seated as first of all, I would like to thank all of you for having called this meeting. And I've always been yearning for it. I've not called the security team, but I've always called him. That at least after every 2 or 3 days, somebody should be meeting the candidates. We evaluate what happens in the field and how we can correct. And if this was happening, probably what happened yesterday and the other preceding days wouldn't have happened. It's unfortunate. What happened yesterday, I condemn it. And if you listen to my campaigns, I give a lot of time to try to preach peace, and it's what I always start with. So whatever happened yesterday, even it was recorded. In the next venue, I condemned it and I said this was not called for. And myself and even the crowd, they felt it. Even the supporters who came to listen in the next crowd, they felt that something was wrong. I felt so bad when my brother Duma was not there. In the next now there's a trend we are getting into. We are getting so friendly. Yeah? We could have had a prejudice over each other earlier, but the interactions, we were greeting each other. Sometimes when we are seated, we share. Then when we are walking, we share. We are developing a bond. But there's one thing that is missing. It is the people we are using as agents who are causing these problems. Either some of them are funding our activities, that we remain loyal to what they are doing, or we leave ourselves to them to manage things for us. So as somebody said, either DPC or RDC, or this one, I don't know. But we are the principal, we are the owners. Because something goes wrong, it is you. So first of all, the best thing we have to do is to control the lead agents. These other people have no problem. And whatever happened in Jambu there, it is known. And everyone knew this was going to happen. It was, the complaint was coming on, and it's unfortunate it happened exactly how it was said. So meaning it was planned. And how was it planned? There was misinformation. Someone goes and says the other candidate did not speak elsewhere, which was not actually the case. Actually, if it was the case, the one of yesterday was worst. So I would encourage us, let us prevail over the people we manage. And the earlier noise, I don't think if they were planned by Aduma, the earlier noise, it was a lack of our own coordination and planning. If you look at the earlier noise, would be either a candidate does not know what he's saying. It provokes the crowd. Yeah. Now, or else the fans thought that if they make noise, his fans would come, the other fans would come, they start shaking the thing. Shaking would not be enough, they start shouting. So they end up interrupting their own candidates at the time. They didn't know, just like Mama's fans do. They get motivated when she stands up and they make more noise when she's speaking, interrupting their own candidate. So some of those, that ignorance is slowly it is getting off. It is getting off. And even I'm seeing candidates are speaking better than they used to. I'm really happy to realize there are candidates who never knew what to say. They would come on the stage and they either just insult others, they talk, there is no agenda, they just speak. Me, I came when I was organized. I've been in the public for a long time. I know what it says. I'm not a prince or something. I'm someone who has grown with the people down, and I know the problem. I don't need to write my speech on a paper. I don't need to rehearse anything. I come and speak, and I know what is right and what is wrong is wrong. So I'm happy we are getting organized, and it's very unfortunate this kind of things happening. And the problem is coming from these two, my two brothers here. Now they have accepted that these things happened, and we must prevail over whatever happened. You were in a better position to control whatever happened there based on the intelligence report that came. You are in a better position to control, which you did not. And I cannot withdraw my blame on you for that. And I do my blame you. You see, when someone does something bad on you, you don't have to revenge. Whatever happened after you're coming from there, tearing these posters and so on, it was criminal. It shouldn't have happened. Actually, you're in a better position to get a sympathy from the people over what happened. But again, now you spoiled it by allowing, or you allowed, or your people did it, and that should not be. And if we continue in this trend, and then the candidate that we get, we shall get either a strong candidate or a weak one, but that candidate will not be supported by everyone, because we are going as a family. No one realized that now this is a family. If I win, then Aduma's people will say, no, I shouldn't have won. This one, I need to will say that I know they shouldn't have. We are going to vote. So at the end of the day, we are going to give the seat to an opposition person. We will lose it, and I'm saying that's where we are going. Or else we will realize that people will be dissatisfied and then say these things were not fair, and therefore I want to be independent, and it will come. You will not stop someone. So to avoid these kind of things, we need to work as a family to realize that we're one. And there's one thing I've observed. Some people have invested heavily into the campaigns, and it is about do or die. Yeah? And that's the biggest problem. You must accept that you must give a percentage for loss. That at one point we just need one person and he will become the winner. And after all, you are not going to die. We are still here. We all claim we are young, apart from Mama accepting that she's old and so only wants one term, only her. But all of us were saying we are young and we have a lot of time. So we must accept that we are going to get one person. So from now on, that you must realize that it's a probability. You either win or lose. Even myself, much as people say I come late, I have a chance to win. Yeah. Because my message is very clear. And I keep on condemning why you say I've come late. Yeah? Well, yeah? You have say I've come late. I cannot put my 3 million there. I'm driving my car every day here. Have I come to lose? If I want to sow myself, can I wait for another 2 years ahead and I just come 2 years to election and say, yes. So that is what it is. That the point is that you must accept, because what is here is about do or die, and it is bound to make us, we will make mistakes. So there is time ahead of us. We have to correct. And as a candidate, you must know what you're saying and which crowd you are saying to. You don't know your crowd. You come and start condemning a colleague, and you don't know that he's sitting in a bigger fan. You say things against him. Then you get the answer from them. So you have to be very careful where you are. Some days we don't know what to say. You just, because I've realized sometimes we time ourselves. Either we are practicing at home, one word comes from there to the other, without knowing which crowd you are visiting. Yeah? Everything happens. You time it there, you speak, and now, I don't know, it is even calculated, 20 minutes. When it is 15 minutes, you have the words for 15 minutes. Now you don't know your crowd. You are talking about a candidate. You are very proud talking about some other issues that do not concern the public. And definitely people will start saying things to you. Now, I want to go back to my brother Duma. This is my observation. Don't take it otherwise. Yesterday, you knew this thing was going to happen. I'm glad. And you knew where you were going. Number one, you came late. Yeah? You came late. Actually, 1.5 hours late. We waited for you. We sat there for a long time. And whatever happened there will happen. I knew it wasn't going to happen. I was worried. But I knew it wouldn't happen to me because I'm always peaceful. I don't fight with anyone. Now, what I observed was you are not humble enough. You're a humble man as a person. You are not humble enough to go to somebody's home. Okay, it is all our home. But literally, you know where you're going and you know what they have planned. You arrived 1.5 hours late and you arrived in a very big convoy. You mobilized properly and came with the convoy and the songs, and we were praying. We were even praying. And no one could realize what was happening there. The noise was a lot. You arrived. It portrayed, it angers the other group of people. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. So wherever we're going, we must understand where we're going. We must understand. Me, I go with my car. I have 2 cars. Sometimes I leave the big one because whenever I'm going, everyone wants to enter. And when they go there, they start shouting and that kind of. So I avoid, I think, the small one and go with it. So, as it is said, we have to agree from here that let's humbly go and convince fans from where we are going. Because that's the reason why we're going there. We are carrying people. There's an extent, especially here in I addressed your fans. I was the first to speak. Everyone who was in front of me, I said, okay, thank you for bringing me the fans from different sub-counties. I have come to campaign. I only talk to the people from your camps, your agents, and I'm sure I'm getting some supporters from your agents because every day they are there. Or some of you, they like me.
Because of some things.
So, and that's what it is. So let us avoid intimidating. Actually, there's a lot of intimidation, and there's a lot of show off. There's a lot of might. People want to show. You organize a big lorry. It even has no OTV, by the way. DPC used to impound those vehicles. They don't have an OTV. Big lorries with people, with music, shouting. And when we are there seated, it is very unfortunate. Before we even finish speaking, there is already music. Boom, boom. Now you are very disorganized. You cannot say what you are supposed to say. Okay, that is that. So let us come with the clear policies today and say this should not happen, that should not happen. I want to come to the secretariat, our own here. Apart from you guys, sometimes in the evenings I call you. I try to say maybe we have to streamline this and that. The guy is okay in every sub-county, okay. But it is a good forum. I was not around. The impartiality in the NRM here is worrying us, and you must correct it. You must correct it. No one is going to believe the results. Right from your office here up to the chairperson of the what? We know whom Ofekwa supports, and it is very dangerous. This is very wrong. From the beginning, you take sides. Even you, Ofekwa, you came to my rally and discouraged my first rally. Discouraged and said, no, you shouldn't have come to stand for position of MP. And who are you to tell me? I have the right. I'm a Ugandan. I qualify. We have, even including fenced it, that we have already someone for this position. That is not correct. That is already impartiality. How will I believe the results when the chairperson of the district tells that kind of word? And then you see sub-county chairpersons moving with the candidate or registrars, and these are all problems. You have to solve them. And by the way, some of the registrars in the sub-counties, when they are conducting these campaigns, they are not doing it in a proper manner. Others do it with emotions. Yeah. One time, I don't want to say who's that, I reported to him using very bad words. Yeah. And somewhere in one of the campaigns, I will tell you where that one was. This was not a registrar, I think it was a Giso. He was quarreling with us. We're just helping you. We're not getting money. They are not, you people are the ones benefiting. I hope you remember. Yeah, yeah. He was very bitter. I'm not going to take any word from you. We're the ones arranging these things. Actually, I'm very glad with the colleagues. They never said anything. We just look, there's a way we normally communicate. We just looked at each other and we said, this is okay. We understand the frustration. So can you find facilitation for people who are doing this kind of arrangements? Yes, the other arrangements we did for public address, it's fine. But these people, if you want us to facilitate them food and so on, you also come up and say, we have to facilitate them. But when they are staying hungry and then they start chatting at us, they start, even in front, on the microphone, you are shouting at candidates. So that house, you must clean it a bit to see that we are moving smoothly. But I'm always a peaceful person. Let us protect our people. People are riding motorcycle carelessly. You're a candidate. You know they are moving with your posters. You don't have mandate to control them. These guys have families. They will fall down and break their legs. Others will die. Now, yesterday, if really, the way my people told me, the way people left there, was very, in a very racy manner. And what if someone died? Not even one. Around 10 people, you know the situation. 10 people would have died. Because you too caused that kind of thing. And you are candidates. And for you, you are ties, you are seated, nothing happens to you. So let us be cautious and ensure that we control the crowd. We have a few days. Actually, there are not few days. There is a pre-election night that is coming. A lot of things will happen. People are going to fight each other. People are going to do what? We all have to address these issues. And there are issues we hear in the reports. Even some of you are planning to buy voters. You're planning to buy registrars. You're planning to distribute money. Some of you have money. And then what will be the meaning of these elections? We're moving up and down. Some of us don't have the money. We are moving, we're toiling, we're looking for votes. Some days we move at the time that we're not supposed to move. But all this becomes useless because you have them funds, You are just going to distribute and the money comes. There is a report that even every village, there is a number 60, 60, 60, 60. You go and vote, you bring people, the money will be waiting for you after that. Now why are we campaigning? Why moving up and down? Security, you have to look into this matter, that voter bribery and this rigging must, because we are going to line. At the end of the day, you don't have ballots to say evidence is this. The 100 people, they came and voted, they have gone. And the rich man has come, he distributed money, either he has given the registrar, things are changed. What do you have? So I request people to address this. Let us look into this matter, that we keep on talking about it. It looks like a joke, but then everything becomes useless. But that is why at the end of the day we feel the weaker candidate, when he goes to real elections, we are using ballot, at the end of the day someone else will win. So as family we must look in this matter and address them. I hope I have not hurt anyone. If you have hurt anyone in my speech, forgive me.
Only Mama.
Only Mama. Mama cannot get hurt with me. She's my friend.
I want to add something, one on JB, just one, small one. We should ban some of this music that people sing. They're very hurting. They actually ignite fights. For example, yo ye, so and so chadibo. That music, it's like creating a fight. It's creating a kind of fear in the other group. So the other group reacts immediately. It's a fight song. So some of those things should not be like, we should play religious songs.
And that's also the song.
And the song he came with, yo, yeah, so and so chadibo. So you see, it's very, very, very bad. It intimidates and it creates fight. So we should avoid those songs. The only song allowed should be a religious song, a gospel song, and stop it there.
And again, why would you spy on each other? I have people in the Aduma's WhatsApp, you have people here. Why are you spying? If you are not doing anything wrong, why do you spy on each other? You do what is right. When I started building my agents, I was building, they would say that this is for so and so. I said, we're not doing anything wrong here. Yeah? They come for my meetings, they come and carry, they go that side. You come and listen. I don't talk about anyone. I talk about my agenda. If you are going to start talking about people, then in the issue of spying comes. You stop spying on each other. You campaign and you win. If that is it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you so much. I've been listening very, very carefully. And I didn't want to say much. Most of what I will be saying will be advice. I'm a teacher by profession, and I'm also a political scientist. One thing I've realized in our team is we don't have a campaign strategy. We think ourselves are the ones to campaign. We are the ones, when we are there, we convince people. But it is beyond that. We have people who have been campaigning in this district since memorial time memorial. And they are there. They know this place more than us. And we use those people. They are very peaceful. Those of Mama have been using them, oriented them, trained them. Those of Onjema Alex oriented them, trained them, deployed them. They are there. So when you use those people, when you are going this way, they go this way. So you'll find I don't move with people. I find them there. You can see my vehicles move empty when we're going to a site. Because my manager, my secretary, my manager, my advisors, they move, when I'm moving to Tara, they move to Nyadi South, they move to Nyadi what? They move this way. Then you go there, you have 1 or 2 people who are there, who go and mobilize your team there. To mobilize, where are the groups, women group, where are the youth group, borders, where are the Juakari? They mobilize them there. So that when you go, I go usually in my pickup. I stand there alone. All these candidates, you know. I stand alone. I stand like this, like the president. When he always is entering, he stands alone. He moves when he's. You see, I stand like that. I move. I enter, and then when I'm entering into the venue, you find women are there sweeping the room, the road, cleaning it. the bodybuilders come in front, they move. I discourage them from removing branches. We must be environmentally aware. You cannot just keep destroying people's trees. And these trees were planted, they were grown with a lot of cost. So I don't allow that. You go, and then my team will come with a sound system when I am getting out. Because from there, they have already mobilized some groups somewhere. I'll be going direct to address. That's when I use the sound system. That's why you see, I don't have people who make a lot of unnecessary noise. And because I'm also a teacher, whenever I'm talking, from Tara up to Nyadi, nobody talks. You find the venue is quiet. Because I'm talking about education, I'm talking about early childhood, primary education, technical schools. I'm talking about government policy, what government is supposed to bring to people. So everybody wants to listen to that. I don't talk about what I will bring. I can bring. I brought lights, but I have never talked about the small solar lights I put for the women. I never said that. So when you talk like that, people keep quiet and they want to listen to you. And one good thing I want to tell you that we should not forget, we have been so friendly, all of us. And by the way, what he says about Tomaliti and Mama, that you have retired, it's very friendly. He says it friendly. And even after that, after his speech, all these areas, he comes, hug, we greet each other. And they laugh when he says, you see, Mama did not say, now I'm going to say. Even you said a little retired before saying bringing hospital, now you're going to bring. And it is always a friendly gesture. And whenever such things happen, we laugh, all of us laugh behind here, including Aliti, including Mama, including all of us. We greet each other. You see, I was only one time I went to hug Aliti. He stopped me far. But I think I smiled. I said, it's okay, brother. But he realized that what he did was wrong. Maybe his advisors told him, you greet. Then from that time, we have been so friendly. I didn't know what will happen in Maracha Town Council, completely. I did not come with it. By the way, if it comes to hooliganism, Alikwa has the most numbers that can do that. Everybody knows Alikwa. I have capacity to facilitate, not Alikwa alone, even Town Council. Town Council is not owned by Waduma. No, never. Because even when I ask the crowd, who says I should talk? The majority say. Who else does not? The few put up their hand. Majority say, talk. You are talking the truth. You see? So, this town council, I can turn it against the Duma. I can turn it against anybody. I didn't know completely what would have happened. Because I know I've been enjoying the crowd all this long. But what is giving me benefit, some issues, you see. How did people come with the matchbox to throw at me? How? Because it was not one, it was not two. You see? So there was you can now say that there was something planned here. Matchboxes were supposed to be thrown on Mama because one time she disputed matchbox. Sorry, Mama. That is truth. Not me. Maybe, I don't know. I even don't know that logic. What is it about? Why the matchbox? You see? So, and I did not say anything provoking. I've never provoked you. No. Never. You know, when he picks ahead of me, he comes to me. You, my uncle, you are always tough on me. You come. I will tell him, no, this time no. Even in the town council here, I picked number 5. He picked in front of me. He came to me, said, Uncle, you don't do it. I said, today, we have a lot of issues here to talk about. I told him. So, you remember, I never attributed what happened there to him. I never attributed that. Because if I attributed, I would say, Aduma, better do this. I would have said it. Why did I go into the crowd? I wanted to go into the crowd because it is the crowd that made. And by the way, that crowd that was holding his placket, They were making more noise. And I wanted to associate with them. Yeah? That's why I went there. And I did not even blame him. Yeah? And I did not blame him. I did not blame anybody. I sat close to you. Yes. Did I tell you that Aduma is this? No. I did. So, whatever happened. You people who are security, you know this. You know what is happening. Maybe there were meetings, I don't know. I cannot rely on speculation. Because I sleep. Me, when I get here, I get so tired. My team at times wants to meet, they want me to come. I tell them, my friend, allow me rest. I go early, I sleep early. The moment I reach there, I shower, at times I sleep without eating. You can say I've lost my stomach. Because even they want to give me food, I say, no, I'm tired, I want to rest. So please, harmony. If I had any intention to organize, to do what, maybe I would have, in Alikwa you would have seen it. You see, there was really peace. There was one incident in Alikwa. Some gentleman came out and said, Oleva people, all of us went one by one and condemned him, including me. I said, the person who produced Oleva Bio, I am the child number 10. I am child number 10 that produced by... Come to history. Yes! I even told them, so we condemned him, all of us. We condemned. We said, you cannot say that. Because even when I went for a fundraising in Oliver Paris, when we were for a fundraising, all these people, he was the project manager. She was there, the guest of honor. When they called it the business community, Oliver business community, they came out, the whole said, Chairi, come out for us here. Out of these people, can Chairi me for money and very. I came out with room money. When they said Nyadri business community, they also came out, Chairi me for money there. Me alone. Mama stood there and said, why Chairi? Mama, why Chairi? You were there. You were there.
Then we get 5 million and it ran away.
Yes, that project. He gave his 4 million early. He was giving it in installment, so he did not come with the cash. I was the one who came with the cash. So when he pretended he was on phone, he disappeared. So this should be how we treat each other. Yeah, let's treat each other like that. Let's be friendly. Let's call each other. Let's call each other. Our only indiscipline, I want to say here, is time. We are very poor when it comes to time. Very, very poor. Somebody will come after 2 hours. Sincerely. You even saw when there was a meeting, first meeting, the registrar called a meeting here, that at 9, I came at 9, dot. There was rain, it was so cold, the hall was cold, it consumed me alone. You know when you are like this, now it is warm. You share the warmth. And people came up to 12. So time is our issue. And I want the registrar to address this. The second thing was, yesterday, I think you security, you should have sensed that there's going to be danger, some issue in Idambo. And therefore, deploy early. To show presence of security. There was completely no security. And after the incident, when we went to venue 2, you could even see the people who were even, they were even sad.
Yeah, sure.
They were sad. Yes. They were not so happy like yeah, they were cold. Even us. We were not good because one of us was not there. You see? We like him. He always talk about his mother. My mother. I will say, my friend, you leave mother alone. You leave your mother alone. Even you don't have a banana there anymore. We pass there, we know. We say it in friendly jibe. He says he's the best, he has a strong English. We say, my friend, you can have a strong English, but you may not have it here. We jump and we laugh. And this is good. This is healthy. And we want our listeners to take this. That if the people they are fighting against or for are very friendly. I don't know whether you pretend to be friendly, but in your hearts you are dangerous. That might be the truth. So, as a security people, I know you don't only understand physical fighting, you also understand the psychological and the deeper part of human being. Do your work. We are going to do ours by ensuring that ourselves will hold ourselves together and we condemn each other. At times when I hit him or hard or him, he said, no, you did not say it. Why did you attack your colleague? You see, we have never insulted Mama. Never. She's even proud. She gets up. He said, you see, they used to call me old. But you see, this one, they are very young boys. They are now, they have never said I'm old. And we are proud of that. We clap for her. We clap. This is the spirit we want. Thank you.
Maybe I wanted to come out.
Thank you very much.
I wanted to come out from my fans,
Okay.
because it was my fans who made the noise. As I said, normally I don't move with the people, but whenever I go in a place, my agents find some people to hold my things. First of all, after convincing them, and sometimes they misunderstand that it's about making noise. That is someone can be understood that you're really supporting. And I try, if you look at my videos, I tried so much to tell them, please. They were not listening. And even I sent the lady who was seated behind me to go personally behind, if you view the clips, tell them, and you do this. But I will try to be honest with you, Tyree.
No, I did not blame you.
You have not blamed me, I'm accepting, yes. Actually,
even might be other people taking your banners. There might be other fans.
I'm even more friendly to Tyree than any other person. But I will honestly tell that before then, as a candidate, he had issues of, first before coming up with his manifesto, he first says what other people say. Yeah? You say whatever they have spoken is all rubbish, and this is not how the government works, whatever it is. And sometimes it angers the fans. So perhaps that you also have to check a bit. But the issue of Matchbox, you have to go deeper in your own way to understand.
No, I cannot do that myself.
This seems to have been planned, but not from my side. That I really have to admit.
Thank you very much. I'm very, very happy that today this meeting was organized. In fact, when I was informed in the morning, I was actually trying to think whether this meeting was going to be there. Fortunately, I received within the same period that we are supposed to come here. And that's why I was told to be here by 9, and 9 found me here. Because I think this meeting is very, very important for us 6. On today is Saturday. Yesterday was Friday. On Thursday, the meeting that went on in that area, people told us. I'm sure everybody talked about it. I was told, whatever happens in these areas, I think because I am the oldest, I know most people around such areas. And they will ring me and they say, you see, like for this, they told me that meeting was going on for your tomorrow's meeting, that if it comes, it's not going to be very easy. But I believe so much in God. I decided I should go there. I was also the first person to appear there. To me, I think that was very, very bad. I talked, I was number 4. And another person was number 5.
Mr. Tyler.
And then he was number 6. He came late. And when he came, we all greeted each other. And soon I found, when he started talking, I found my people coming to pull me that let's go, let's go, let's go. That we should get out. I asked them why. Said there is going to be a problem here. So they took me a little bit far from where we were sitting. And they said, we are not going away, but let's see what is happening. And, that thing was so bad for me. In my politics,
Yesterday.
Yes. In my politics, there are people who have been my agencies, like the NRM chairperson. He knows exactly what I normally told them, that you should not abuse people. And don't cause problem between me and another person. We are only coming to campaign and tell people why we think we should stand. And that's all. And that's why when I'm with you people, you have seen my agencies come in their uniform. They will choose to sit here and they don't say anything. It's only when I'm getting up to talk, they will only welcome me, and after that they stop. They don't continue saying something. When this thing happened yesterday, I was actually going to tell you people that if politics doesn't get on well, it will be we who are to be blamed. We are the people who should tell our agencies, don't abuse anybody. My question is, if you abuse somebody who is campaigning, do you know how many relatives does that person have? If you are not careful, you will have enmity within the area for the rest of your life. If you begin to abuse the person who is campaigning, and then the relatives will know that you are not a good person. Finally, I'm glad we have discussed this thing today. I hope we will. We, 6, will take this seriously, and they say we should take care and help our agencies not to do such things. It is true, by the way. You didn't, I told you, some of you, that I'm actually somebody from this area. Because that is my father's real uncle place. And our home up here, we went down a lot. In the morning you can run to your father's uncle's place and come back. But I didn't talk about it. When I saw the people, I got up and asked them. Because the way the people were shouting there was not very impressive. Everybody was shouting. Everybody was holding pictures, which I felt was very unfair for us, particularly those who are not from there. I think when I got up, I asked, particularly those who are coming from my father's uncle's home. They said they were there. I wanted to look at them, whether it is true they were among those people who were shouting and so forth. If you make your people to shout, it means you are not sure whether you will pass or not. You are already worried, but we should not do that for ourselves. Everybody was advising me that, please, can you advise people of Oleba not to repeat this thing again. Because in other areas, you came without problem. Why are you having problem on your side? My grandfather, I hope we will be able to control that. It should not happen again. Otherwise, it will spoil everything for all of us. God had helped us a lot, and if we are exposing such things, it means we are not considering Maracha. I have been telling you people, I will never talk of my own area. Although you would always say, you gave me food I mean, not food, you put up water in Inigo. You never heard me saying that. And yet, I'm related to most of these tribes here. I kept on telling people that for me, I came for this politics for Maracha, not for any other place. My famous word is, Arua lele lele. I want Maracha to be like that. So, today we have had the opportunity of having us advised never to do such things. I hope we shall take it. I am the girl among you people. You are my children, the men. Let's consider this statement, the ones we have said and the ones the superiors have said to us. I hope it will change everything, and we should not be able to see that again, because they kept on saying there was there was plan for it, and also after we had left, there was that issue of celebrating. After the rest of us have gone. I don't know whether you were staying there. The two people were eating.
The three of us.
The what?
You mean after the second rally?
After the second, after we had come.
Oh.
People,
After the second one,
yes.
they moved home.
No,
Yes.
me, I went to my home was
I mean,
just
And then they were saying there is a lot of rejoicing over there and so forth. We should not be able to do such things again. I want
from
to
there I
say-
went to my home, which is just less than half a kilometer.
But they said the people continued celebrating. The people continued celebrating.
Yeah, I went to my home and they followed me and they were dancing. That is true.
And that's exactly what they were saying. So if you have had such things, I would be happy if you people tell me what is not happening on my side. That is what I should take and say, I will talk to my people. Your agencies are your political gold. If they don't do well, it will never be good for you. If they have done it very well for you, you will enjoy and you will have a good time in the district where you are standing. Thank you very much.
Yes, maybe just to add, the issue is that I want to say that I was not. I told you about the rowdy youth, uncontrollable. I cannot control those people. I failed to control them. And I think the issue there should not be attributed to me, that me, Aliti, I should control them. I cannot.
I have not said you should control them. I said
it is true, you know, it is true. One thing, let me make it very clear. Those people are, that is my home. You know, the people of Drambo are people of Borandra and Boramale. Actually, my father's elder, the home is the next, you know, John Obuku. It's next to the church, Boramale Church of Uganda. So those are my tribesmates, that is true. And even Adu is still Borandra. Actually, those two rallies were in my home. And the people respect me a lot. But the problem is the youths who are drunkards and rowdy. And that Rosa place they are saying, that house is of my follower. That house of Rosa is of my follower. And even our Buranda people think that this is the hour, so they sit there in the 30s, in 40s. Eh? They sit, that is their sitting place. Unfortunately, most of them are just drunkards. Eh? And I never funded any meeting, by the way. If there was any meeting, it was maybe their meeting because they always, that is the evening meeting point. And there they discuss. And when some of them are drunk, they begin saying, tomorrow we should do this. Tomorrow we should do this. They do it. It is not officially sanctioned by a leader. Thank you.
Just one thing. To add on to Honorable's speech a little bit here is about venue. We have venues which are designed and planned. Some of our candidates, I just want them to listen to this. The reason why some candidates come late, they have several venues on the way as they go to the rightful venue. They go campaigning, they collect crowd, Those of us who go direct to the venue, we go early on time and wait for such people beyond 1 hour, times 2. My prayer is, let's be on time. We'll give 15 minutes. If you're not there, let's pick the lots. Your agent will pick your lot. And if time comes for speaking, you're not there, you miss that discussion.
Yeah.
Or your agent speaks for you.
No. It's not campaign. No. It doesn't happen that way. The candidate is supposed to speak. No, for us, we're not going to allow that. Our level is different from elsewhere.
Me, I would suggest certain
That will be decided by us, not you.
I'm putting a proposal.
That is
So, let's redress this. And it's because we have suffered. Me and Mama and some people, few, we always on dot, number one. Even today, first on spot, on time. But we sit people campaigning. It's very unfair.
Another thing which I want you people to learn from us, it was not written as a regulation for us, that when we have come, we have got to pay for the
Sound system.
public address system.
public address system and the newsmen. Yusuf, I have to say this while you are here. You are busy and you don't put me on that thing of yours. On all the news spaces here, I see you have talked about this one and that one. And you are not putting me. Why am I paying you money?
No, we cover all of you and we just share the links.
I'm not seeing myself here.
No, we don't share individually. We cover from the beginning up to the
I have
end.
seen people who are dancing, people who are talking to their people in the newspaper.
Let me just add on. Mama, let me add for you. There is a little bit of discrimination on coverage. Let me just open to you. I noticed it. The person who covers tends to spend more time displaying other candidates' posters, visibility. They give more visibility to other candidates than others.
Yes.
That's what Mama is trying to say, and it's true. To the extent, the coverage starts from maybe a preferred candidate when some of those who early have missed, and then we're here paying for data. I've missed the coverage and I'm still paying for data, So we need to be very, very, very equally covered up. So it's very important, give the opportunity to every candidate when you're doing your coverage so that their visibility is seen equally. Do not get one person. For example, if you're putting posters, if you want people's posters to be seen, cover everybody, let their posters be seen. So that's very, very important. And unfortunately, we did not address it at the beginning. We've done a lot of messes, but I think in future this can be corrected.
Yeah, maybe I could say something small of that. You see, for us, we don't have like candidate of our choice. We are just neutral. When we go to the event like this, we start covering from the beginning up the end, and where the posters displayed, we don't focus on particular candidate posters. We focus on all of them. If you can be able to go there online and start watching some of those videos we streamed. Yeah.
But if you see the candidate you have left behind, at least you also put something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Try to be fair. Try to be fair.
but there's been some scenarios whereby we could reach maybe late when some one or two people have spoken, and that's the point he was trying to raise. And that's something that is to do with us.
Your members, we have listened from our dear candidates, and I want to thank all of you for being very sincere at heart. Very sincere. And we are all ready to change the ground. And we are ready to continue. I want to thank all of you, and we'll give you all ample time. I will give you all ample time.
Ali just started, madam.
Let him call. It's okay.
We shall stop them. It's okay.
Let's finish here.
You get annoyed.
So now, let's listen from the chairman, NRM, the two chairman and the vice, as we move towards closer, because your time is also almost. Yeah.
Oh, the time is past already.
Thank you, Chair, and your team. My sons and my daughter. Mama, today you are not my auntie. Today you are my daughter because I'm boss. Allow me, let me go to talk my language, my studies here. Chairman and meeting over here, my GP, my vice chairman, NRM, my meeting the Sai. There were my arts and the say. As is in the back at a side, rural pique or coke, I go picky zero to a Tamanamo Candani. My super problem of Maria Warra. A locante tidike, I me sekelia, a yo chota adrio, te fans me sekelia dale, a yuangiri, banga muchan si su to fuzu fan to sangoga, especially room su problem dale, kinika side a gay or kokoro, sas bodo or a gay area liquid or kokoro kobale, ikovi, banga yodaki sungon gone. Kadeside or qua, problem si kitty. Bachelor has a million Jacob, Bachelor has a million Zera, Nakiti, Amavin and Rotapi Marsa East Yeri. Problem, my vote even the Yebo. Tando, Bitishime, super problem, once about the roll about the woman in Gazor Maria, Kine, a Kake Dabas, and Muzuel is in your Sebedo, Yoviovi, Bangamantra Cadres, Sangoga, Baba Vipera, Sakurkandi, Madrigo Nigayo. Candidate Madrigo Nia, they don't need a redun. Odu Alexandra Derenga Podi Chako you as in a Kafaga, Bangania de Rizi. You under for better up in Messecalia or Hurube or Luvuara, but it's about Kure Maziduki Yendi. Back under a bazik be batad in Manvagbe. Matega Mavo Balalo, Emuvotia, Votimina Idi, Miman Dremiga de Premaria. Premar Mina Resort Madrid would be full Calab as a manzipia. If Disi Manzikida, Nupu Manzikida. UPC manzikira akake raro meriadete candidate ba mi de bazia magara ba ragane bato idima agent kake yoyega ke mishimi mwagara me agako ureta mana resort lete kayo jabo bikiru truelo tongu chofi adimara morkara adime chofi tair de morkara afa jodi bosco chofi adomara morkara karo kwazer ma transport kadio choke fi rutu vura leta mane gara karbe bala lokadedro yo moleba matara manyadri e ka gabo minimo sabko ndi mirisi adukulia kana ko mi marcha istirisi woro mi madana mantanza o mi ndere e gente sike e yo joli to adelo mira gente da ke woro mi yo ala ole ko e turisi amavula gente azire bukirusi 5 ma photo bitara e de photo ro birale bada ma maria sienda kololo si di malia million modri to ya fazeto bara kene ka ki jitia me lusi 5 ma photo be ya ikine ko de ma vuti smart o e droba ta mba photo be bara kete bara o zaki busimo borro le kene wani fe kene e yodrote te der si sudi wani ya yoda ko bay ma marito de ya ke yodane la gara ba de rebulemu ba maridi buki mas marimo okose go photo because ba adimare bulemu ba wani rebulemu le agent mi no ba de jiki mi information clear sa zera agent azi cho e yo azi jornelo les okene a adokwa kene ne adokwa kene le ta ko ke yoraja Maracha do anda isap county nase olovoye nyadriye yivoye be mu ki jomro nje olovuru ba mu olu ferenje olovuru be mu ole barnje nyadiru be mu Maracha talu kasoro nje nyadiru be mu ali kwarenje nyadiru nini yivuru sar samando cha sap county to modri norom de dor lo andrana ame bikini gare bazi ndondone ko amanga woro alo akakita ega candidate amani shuru madre Ethiopia mati cheprare erete wakokoro bana ba sia de fuki woro okose asisi le leta woro Maracha si ene la zo Maracha si zo anya ba rolo magane ba ga pedar vele mo bi che woro e kakide ba woro mare candidate alo la mapala amata iya mavu Maracha ro abikiga address amvera le yekilili asakole yo ka tsabu ezini kemu azeni mafoto to bovio video dire diabo adere jo da lere yani yero aliko ako der candidate aliko ati yero tara ko der candidate tarate ka yero Maracha town council ade abedo ba zovio disi adere ga ba lere ka address mata security ki ayi muzo boda boda ki jizu wor pari alwa ma vini rede muzo difuzo boda boda pie edo so ki address zo asakole ba kedo azere mafoto ba do bi pikiro bedo bi ovi dari ye mama no do sipi suriga indicator zone jefe sa azere ba marvar vi marvar ma ko se mecho mo le ye du baze nyadria de bezo derda anifo ba dar tamanega akakito bi address ra abiki go address kilire andame rubite fo dia candidate alo matiera ngazu bitia ni on femara mo bi mi address ra da de ga ma pali okoyo yo lo zo ba nere ko mama rutu ser ne fo zo pa so zoro se ayo ki ba di ki gere ko ma so pa di lu siro la ba sa ko kaudia area matira ngali to di lu siro anu ki yo mi sa ta de bo mu di upiro ere mu zu mu be di upiro ya me do ki ngazo gwa foundation le da ayo ba zi de mu ki de rebo ga ki ka be ni che ri re na wo mi fo de ru ni e ba ke yi zo ba vuru yi ba ga vuru ko mi do yi mu tiese mi ala lori madri woro anyara bazi ge mi ada mari dri yakolo yo adi ma ke garasa mi na mo gazura sala ma pa le o ko mana uma pa nyazo bazi re Maracha dia ba li eli ku baba woro pi da mana anyara mi eli de eli adi ma ke na no zapi ni ba zapi ba li ani ko anyara John Bosco anya midra Tairi anya midra Adoma anya midra Tongwaliti anya midra Mama Rutu anya midra emi woro anji mardeke mechon yo sade magade adi emuni ko e ka se su mo vezu ko yi mi bile mu de mako mi on ve mara amura sa mi ne ba mo vezu bolu alo se bazir ne maria e su dere se bon ve ma miti ni alwa kambala alwa da ma vice ne ma mobile paria Tongwaliti ebi mo vera Ohuru ebi mo vera ni Obeta ebi mo vera e kama posta ne uru ese anvedia ajidi rebele ba yema eda ba meda ba museven meda ebi bara ayaka ebi mo vera asero bi mo vera na mi ne woro kana ma ba ke address peru woro maria e turishamu ayaka be kanisa ojiba mane charo ojiba la anja yo debo mesu agente do ki mukin da duma ma agente ke akini sale maria katomo ve kwanga deko ma de rete ma de rai tochi mi chama yi bi ko ye anja yora da magara anja yo to pa ko re anja yo yara pe mara Maracha de ro chagorri mata yi amavo e cadre Maracha taru kansula adre ka gabo mi mudi wolf be ti Maracha taru kansula dule ko mi riji ade ne woro Maracha isti ne woro e kare tara adre ka gabo mi mu project ji ade ne tara ne adule ko mi muji ade ne Maracha isti ne woro e ka ga ali kwabo ade ne project ji ali kwa na dule ko mi muji Maracha isti ne woro to mu ka gabo ade mi muji wala ba na dule ko mi muji Maracha isti ne woro afande ba yo amado kwa dirima amade politics ngoriji mata i semikande tirode security timu di mavuti afokimo di fu boda pie anti aba state RP to Maracha town council ye ole bai akapari dike address ra azeno kokoro ye agai pari dike akake o yera mi choke olu da CP su de demo kai e ka pari ridiki de koi sa zira banga mo yo azangir ni su asa ko me rale ba wora de selasa o kokoro rale muzu dozo yo nzike yazo agayi anjo to ko rale sa se bodo bodo tiki guri ka kili siko mi di oli amaga pari ridiki su address sa go bodu CP ri malia le tel mi workan de tire mi agreve de che asa ko ne anje bodo bodo kibele be yo nje ne ba koreke ani yete yo na ni yedi malia dia mejiki agudo adare ya ni permiti ni akato du CP ni gara de security sikilili amna chokenta
brief now.
Maracha ma ale isukilira ma ni chande se yo yar pere samade o kofia de ne opposition ni dusidrozo buzo amatozo akaki errero drozi rebo chadwa election baria ba tauri mabaka ki zerba alu maruba gara sitede ga ko debo chekena maro kofia de opposition ni dite yo man le ale yo barakaka barki diemo yo ba de diare chekini pariri bana yozo ekens goleba ekemuba zema foto to rubaga be don do vi onisida de ta madres ke yola e yo ngazo ki jomorwa muzu kayeda le ki okokoro agaida le ta mama ombe ke yola re dite yo man le ba e yola madriere.
Thank you so much. Yeah. The vice wanted. Now let's be a bit brief so that.
Yeah, thank you for me. I'm not going to say much.
Okay.
Before he comes in.
Yeah.
I'm receiving anonymous calls here. So far, you have seen how many I've received.
Yeah.
It is about the same thing which you are talking about. Doctor, your team, your agents, have come in big numbers. They vehicle others on the borders. So it has also caused a lot of anxiety around. I'm told they are right now in Yadiaban. That they have said their principal is here, so they have come in big numbers. So I would wish you call them
to go back,
either to go back or to dismantle their movement
and first ban
the issue of the movement, and let us first handle what is here. That's why they give me a lot of calls.
We're talking about transportation of agents.
Yes.
Those are being transported. Can we stop that?
Actually, that's why I'm receiving a lot of calls right now.
Can we stop that?
Right now, they are at Manyaraban.
I really don't know. Because me, I
The
never
vehicle
called
is
them to
yours.
come here.
No. It's your vehicle.
It's not one of you don't know. This is a directive from security.
Yeah.
That you
No, I can go there and tell them to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
It is a directive.
Just call. Call my phone. My phone. But I can go and call them and tell them to go back.
No failing. We have agreed no failing.
No, I can go and tell them to go back now.
Yes.
Yes.
And silently.
No, they can go and put their music ahead there. I can go and tell them. But this is not me. I never planned this.
You just said it. Now, there is one thing. First, before he goes there, there is one thing that is not clear. It's not coming from my brother, it is Tom, and it is mouth. That it is not him. But the music is coming his name. And he's saying the youth are not him. We must take responsibility of the people we are leading.
No, I'm saying.
We cannot just
What I'm saying is, I was not the one who called them to come here.
Yeah, you are
But
right.
those are my agents.
You are not. But now just call them and tell them to go.
Yeah.
It is true. Since Mori has been here with us.
Yeah, so they must have had.
You see, that's why we say we talk about vicarious liability. That his agents, just the way Dukutai talked about, somebody can mobilize on his behalf. Somebody can mobilize on his behalf to bring the music. It has caused a lot of anxiety around. So, because of what happened yesterday, that's why I said we're telling him to go and see how he can immobilize them and let them go
I
out.
walked here.
Thank you.
I walked here. I'm there alone.
Thank you. I don't have much to say. My dear brothers and my mom. First pick the first two core principles of RRM and they manage it well. Democracy and patriotism. You will finish everything. You analyze it for yourselves. I've been taking much time on the other side of Maracha constituency. That issue between Obeta and the I know the root cause. The root cause started from Nyori town in Kichomoro. Anveco. It started right from Anveco. Just in a very small manner. When the other one talked against the other one, when the other one came and also retaliated, it became an issue. It finished with the bloodshed. Again, this one is happening here.
Okay. First wait. Now, can we call the rally of Wagai off for now? Because this is Obeta who is calling that they have mobilized people of Itang online. Could have mobilized people of Kokoro. They are going to attack in Agai. So the borders have been mobilized to go to Itanga. Madam people write Itang online yo. Even your German Kacherian Madi meeting ya. This is the problem he has, that when he starts talking, he can talk non-stop. So can we first halt and then we handle this? We can even postpone their campaign, because now we are torn apart. What do we do?
We can call it off if the ground is not.
If the ground is not level.
Because we don't know what is there.
We don't know what is going to happen next.
Who is that one calling?
This is Embatia. That they have already mobilized. And now, of course, now I know he's talking on behalf of Okuru. You know it very well. But he's saying that they have mobilized the border men and so on of Agai, of Kokoro. So they have mobilized massively, so they are going to Agai. At whatever cost, it's going to result into whatever happened yesterday. Because we talked about Agai here at that time.
Supposed to
that one off. We can call it off and then we let them go individually.
Excuse me.
Yes.
My advice would be that both sides, because somebody has reported, the other has to report, and you find out.
At ours now, we're taking precaution. We first put a halt in ours, and then we see how we can handle the both camps. What is happening there?
Okay.
When we take an action through the registrar, we first halt them. We can even allow them to go later, but we first investigate what he's alleging and what the other team is also talking about.
Call all the three. Call all the three.
That is the extent where he has raised. So it is very, very unfortunate. My colleagues, we are opening the way for opposition in Maracha now. We are widening the gate, which has been narrowed. I've ever told those other candidates, once we have got one person to hold the flag, the person must hold the flag very tight, with the support of the other candidates. If Italian has the flag, all of you have decided, some of you have decided to come independent. Then others have decided to relax. I'm going to beat you also. Are we going to win it? I always told them, if you are doing that, I will know that you are not a good Maracha. This Maracha is bigger than your clan. This Maracha is bigger than your home. This Maracha is bigger than your own sub-county. There has been over tension. As soon as you were elected in the party structures, I reserved myself. Even when he went and put light for my woman in the market, the day is coming. I told people I'm not going there. I decided to inform one of my councillors, provide for him the security on behalf of me. Because you are now all in my hands. All of your problem is bad night meetings. Very bad night meetings. I'm a politician like you. I've ever had night meetings, but for good planning. You will never see me, and I promise until I die I will never involve myself into bloody politics. I've understood what is happening with the women. I've understood what is happening in the Maracha constituency. I'm now trying to understand what is happening here. I've been following you online. You are so jolly when you sit like this. kumbe inside you have issues. If this one was murdered there at Udrambo, what would it take for his clan and these people of Udrambo? We would right now have over 50 dead bodies. Let's join hands. Let's finish it smoothly. I've been happy, very proud of you that Maracha East rallies are going very well. Yesterday, when I had the information, we have a meeting in Yere Park. I really got totally disorganized. So let's go back. We talk to our agents, we talk to our supporters. When we are going for this rally, nothing has to take place. Let it be peaceful one. You recall those times of Letiadi, Batia, Onzema, late Dr. Ike Nyangwa. They could come and create funds. You were coming into that system, again you want to spoil it. The worst security, the worst team is the one of the women. And it is the one youngest candidate out of the women who even confronted me, who even confronted the OC Zomoro. Indisciplined completely. She does not need people's advice. I will tell you, the youngest one. Very bad. Respect yourself, love yourselves. Let's go as brothers and sisters. That's my advice to you. Thank you. I need your strength, please.
Thank you, members. I think we're moving towards the closer. And we have been talking with a lot of recommendations. One, we are saying our rallies will continue. Not so? Yes. The rallies for the remaining 3 days will continue. And the one of today in Oleba will continue. We will, ferrying people will not be allowed. Are we together? Because I just want to now speak on what we have agreed, because your time is almost.
Maybe ferrying people. I think it's because of course each of us here may go with about maybe 10 people. So maybe you could put a maximum, a caveat that a maximum.
The other day we agreed with the Maracha. Only 3.
Yes.
3 people.
3 for your security.
I don't know whether that is convenient.
I think I would like to agree with Mr. Aniti. 10 is not a bad number,
yeah.
Especially when you carry people who are substantial. You have one you're seated with, you have a driver, and you have someone.
No, I'm separating with that. 10 is already a big number.
Just 2 cars?
No. Go yourself with your assistant and move.
No.
Then I think I need to.
Let's say a maximum of 10.
10 is okay. 10 is okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maximum of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
For men, 10. For women, 15.
No problem.
No, these are your children. Let them be the ones to agree.
So she has 10 women.
It's the same position.
The same position, eh? So 10. We are left with only 3 days. Let's say 10. Okay. Then issue of time. If you come late by 15 minutes,
for me is too small. Maybe 20 or 30.
Okay, let's do
sometimes it's rain, sometimes what? 30.
So time 30 minutes.
30 minutes you are not there.
You are not there. And the morning starting time is 10.
No, it depends on the program. Others start immediately, others start 10.
Okay.
Yes.
The program is here. The program schedule is here.
Yeah. Just 30 minutes.
So 30 minutes.
Yeah. Then I wanted to include some article there. We're now in Parliament, you know. If in any case you don't make it in the 30 minutes, you have an agent, this will be able to sit on your chair.
Yes, yeah,
and deliver it on your behalf.
Yeah.
Even speaking, including speaking.
No,
not speaking.
No.
No, we are agreeing. Why don't we accept it?
I think that the whole thing is not one person dictating. We are here trying to negotiate terms and conditions.
Exactly.
I think it is good. You give your view, you also listen to others. So for me, I wouldn't see it bad if because of maybe some inconvenience, somebody comes late. If the agent is there, why not? If you allow the agent to pick, why don't you allow maybe if you come late, the agent to speak on your behalf?
Excuse me.
But now,
We can vote for that.
we are left with only 3 days. Why don't we commit ourselves to finishing
Let
this?
me add something a little. The candidates must be present. Yes. People are getting ways, they want to send an agent and they go to campaign in other places. Never allow that, and I'm not going to allow that. If that happens,
But these campaigns are not obvious. They are not compulsory.
I know the tricks.
You can decide to go for your own thing and leave it. Is it compulsory that we must be there?
No. Then we shall all not be there.
No, the issue is if for you decide not to come to the joint rally, it is okay.
Yes.
It's okay, you can go and do whatever.
So it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't want the joint.
No.
Okay.
Now, since I'm the one brought
Now we're changing the joint campaigns now.
Okay. Let's listen to each other. Since I'm the one brought the issue.
We are all going to finish this joint.
Yeah, joint campaign.
What I'm saying, candidates must all be there.
Since I'm the one brought the issue, I would like to withdraw it on the ground that someone can use an opportunity to go and campaign
Exactly.
while people are for joint campaign. You have 2 venues that you are taking advantage of. I think let's do that.
Let's have joint. We should finish with joint campaigns.
Okay. Joint campaign, 3 days remaining, we'll finish it.
And if you're not there and you go somewhere, security. If a candidate refuses to come and he's somewhere,
Don't use words like refuse.
He must be there. But if he's not there, please take an action.
Might be on healthy grounds.
No, he has to come to me.
But there should be information.
Of course.
Shall go and see him in the hospital.
If it is on the health ground, what we are saying is that if we are for joint campaign, another candidate should not be campaigning somewhere.
That's the trick.
Because now for you might go 1 hour you are here, the second hour you are there, you will be campaigning in 4 places.
Yes.
When for us we are in one
place.
That's agreed.
The next recommendation, madam.
The next is security.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think we are about to close. I want to agree with my brother, the chairman, NRM, that if you can mobilize the borders, even today, we can go and talk to them. As these campaigns go on, we can have a meeting with them. Sensitization of what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do. We don't disagree with them to support a candidate, but let them behave. That's number 1.
Maybe a suggestion. It's a good observation and action, but I would think you'll reach a smaller extent of the community if you want to address the issue. Where we are going, it will be paramount that security comes and speaks before the candidates speak.
That's what I'm coming to. Actually, you are also
preempting. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you.
That is number 1. I'm agreeing with the chairman. Number 2, I will wish that the remaining days, before the candidates speak, we have to come in and first give a kind of preamble for how the people must behave at a particular campaign rally. That we expect a particular behavior from them. That when somebody goes astray, we shall take action against such a person as an individual, but not as the candidate. That's what I'm trying to buy. Number 2, somebody talked about, actually I brought myself, defacing doctors' posters in Maracha Town Council. I here want to stand on behalf of this gentleman, Aduma. I was personally there at the station when I just come for prayers. I found him in my OCCID's room when he was giving his view. I found his driver and some of the people who had brought him. Now the team which had accompanied him to Drambu came, there was a tipper lorry, others on motorcycles, others on tricycles. They came when he was inside. They came, they wanted to park at the police. I told them, there is no confusion here. Let them go wherever they are going, let them go and wait for their candidates coming. That is a time when they mobilized. I think somebody tipped them, even including his driver, entered his vehicle very fast and he drove to the center. That's when the posters were defaced. I want to assure that it wasn't him who gave the orders. That's what I can attest on his behalf. I was together with him
but it was a mindset of some of these hooligans which we know. That's why I was saying, if doctor is to take an action, it goes to those individuals who defaced him, but not him to not carry the responsibility. That's what I can attest about it. So, I want to say that, please, we are going. Before we reach there today, I know you have your lead agents. You first call them and you talk to them. That we are going there, we don't expect what happened yesterday, like your team was already come, you have already sent them to go back. I know there is somebody who is responsible for that mobilization. So let them desist from whatever they're doing now. And we shall come there. Today's campaign, I will be personally there. I want to be there. Whether I am the only one, whether we are two, whether we are three, whether we are what number, we shall be there. And we are going to make some of these rules clear to them. And I will say that I want to promise that these remaining days, I want to have all of them in Oleba, Great Oleba. Today we shall be in Oleba Town Council, tomorrow we shall be in Oleba Sub-County, next day we shall be in Parang. I want to be personally there. So that we can be able to see who is doing what. So that when, by the time we are coming to take an action, me, I've told you, I am going to impound these vehicles which are carrying people, including these tricycles. I'm going to impound them, and their owners will carry the responsibility. You have agreed that you are going to move with at least 10 people. That's what you have agreed. Those ones I will not touch them, but you must gazette them. When you are moving, you move together with them once. Anybody who comes with his convoy after that is now my responsibility to deal with them as security officer, and they will carry their laws by themselves. I'm going to use the necessary traffic laws to grip the whip on these tricycles and the vehicles which are ferrying people. I'm not going to use my own Tabani laws. No, I don't have the laws. I am going to use the traffic rules and regulations. As simple as that. If the driver needs to go into the prison, he will go for overloading, for dangerous loading. And we shall inspect these vehicles accordingly. I'm sounding this warning for the candidates to pass it to their agents who are mobilizing. And the border borders, we can deal with them in the same way. I've employed, because he has a bigger connection with the border borders, I want him to call the border borders immediately I talk to them. That I find any border border carrying more than two. You know, the law says you must carry one. But when you carry two, that is already over. And we also deal with them accordingly. So meaning that you are the one who's ferrying. The law will apply to them, the law books are there. I will give them to read, and we will equip the whip accordingly. So that's what I wanted to pass at this material time. Thank you very much.
Excuse me. So now, the 10, I don't carry them in my vehicle. A small lorry.
That's the problem. That is the one.
That's why the problem comes.
So what do I do with that?
So the problem is they tell you when you want to carry them in the lorry, you not limit who is boarding the lorry.
Yeah.
I will not do it.
You may not be able to limit the people who are boarding the lorry.
Allow me to just
Now the issue is, let us agree from here. How are you going to ferry the 10? Number one, if she's moving with the 10, the 10 must be with her in the same convoy, not coming separately. That we shall know that these are Mamazi people, they are the 10 who are here who are moving with her to the required venue.
In my car?
No, not in your car, but they will see in the same convoy. Your car is ahead or you are behind, but the 10 must be there together with you. If they are Fatima, they must also be near him, they move together. Anybody who comes after that, that you will support, whether you are with the posters or what. Now, another concern is, what about your music systems? Where do they belong?
Because if the music system, we don't use them to go to the site there. We plan that when we're coming out of the site, we use them to go for our consultation, but not there.
It is one inciting and attracting.
Now, we can do like this. We can borrow a leaf from, I have seen this vehicle from this lady, Asero. She has a vehicle which always moves, drives around. I always see there are only 3 or 4 people on it. They play a lot of music, a lot of her songs, but the only 3 or 4 people on it. So why can't we also employ the same system? Because the music there is to send your message to the community who are not coming on time. So people must not board, like the one for my brother Duma. Your music system is in the lorry, but the lorry carries more than the capacity of the music. Even yours. So, and we limit all of that.
We limit the people. The music is there, but our limit.
Yes, the music should be there, but the vehicle of the music should only carry the operator and perhaps other 2 people. The music should go, but without the people. The music will go with only 4 people.
At the fourth part of the tent.
Okay, you mean the 10 should go to the music system?
Okay, so increasing the number.
So once the 10
to be in the vehicle which will carry the music system.
Excuse me, Mama. There's one thing here. The 10 were saying includes your driver and the lady who's helping you. So if you are 3 in that car, or you are 2 in that car, the others will go that one. You should take note of that. Otherwise, you are going to have a bigger crowd, and the other candidates will leave.
This music just takes me there and it stops.
Which is okay.
And the parts, it doesn't do anything.
We have no problem.
With the 7 people.
7 people?
I think we have agreed that the maximum number, including you, is 10.
Yes.
Right?
Including those in the music system.
Yes. It's 10.
That is okay.
We want to solve problems. We want to solve problems. We want to 10, including you, plus your music system. Even if you have 10 vehicles, you can put one in each vehicle. Yes.
My problem is, these guys, when the music is moving, you find all these youths, they just bought it. It's not you. Yes, maybe we stop it. Because these guys, they will say, this is my transport for going to...
And that's where the problem comes from.
Commissioner, actually what you're saying, right, we had actually said the music system should not move there, so that it does not attract other people.
But the issue is, it also helps.
Alternatively, let us do like this. Let us do like this. This program is very clear. People have already known. This program is not it's a public secret. People have already known where you are going to speak today and tomorrow next. So therefore, can we say we ban the music from going there? You record your music when you are going for another consultative meeting somewhere. You call them to come and pick it from there after our rallies.
That's usually what I do. That's better. Yes.
But when you are going there, you go without the music.
When you are coming out, then you call them, they wait for you somewhere, say position B.
So the music should not go to the
venue.
We shall have our local ones.
Yes.
And normally what they do, they come and park nearby.
But I think this is all about control and leadership.
Yes.
Someone talked about Aselo. How does Aselo manage this? It's all about control.
Control, exactly.
Control.
When you are not there, you cannot. You see, I never talk to them. No, but they are right here in the Maracha Council.
These people can jump on a running vehicle.
Yes. So one of the ways to control is don't let the people go there.
Let the people come there.
Okay.
Commission.
That's why you use to carry another.
Just a second. I don't know whether chairman
Now, yesterday's issue, we have all forgiven each other, not so? Including removal of the ban. We are forgiven, right?
Yes.
I'm just learning about the removal of banners today.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know. Because when I came there, I was there. From there, by the way, so many people walked from Drambu up to here. And I told them, Maracha Town Council belongs to everybody, including people from Tara, Drambu, and whatever. And I told them whatever happened there was not from the people from Drambu. It was only some few individuals. That was in my statement. So I'm actually learning that some whatevers we are
removed it just from now. Anyway, I also apologize that, because maybe because of the anger that was there, I realized that by the time we arrived here, the news had spread all over. I think people watch these things online. So personally, I am sorry about that, and I'll also try to talk to these people around so that none of that happens, because we are all for Maracha. I have my own people in a Litizi home. Your brother's wife is from my home.
Yeah, I know.
So we are all here together. So there shouldn't be actually no reason of confronting each other. So whatever took place, let's say,
These hooligans,
for whatever reason, or intentional or unintentional, had it happened, so let's just try to focus to ensure that what is for today and for the rest of the days goes on successfully. Thank you.
Today you go to rest.
I can even go there and I eat.
but no, there's no problem. It is just some few rowdy youths.
So I think we have touched many of the things, and we have given resolutions for ourselves.
Yes, sir. Yes. And then the other issue is, we're supposed to have been at whatever at midday, it's 1:38. Let's agree on the time we're supposed to be there, so that we inform our people.
But we are finishing this meeting.
Yeah. And now
unless there is something.
So we are
can
we
see at the rally at 2.
That is not bad. No, 2 is okay.
Okay.
We only have one.
2 has come. 2
about 20 minutes. So meaning that
2:30.
2:30 is okay.
Let's make it 2:30.
Okay.
Okay.
You have
so that we
something
also
to
have
say?
some time to go and take breakfast.
Okay.
Okay. I like
Breakfast or lunch?
Breakfast. We have not taken breakfast.
Okay, thank you, brothers and sisters, because we have 3 sisters around. I think we have exhausted enough. The way we are seated here, I think if this is how we are going to impress the whole thing, I think Maracha will go in the books of good records now, because in other districts, as I said earlier, candidates don't sit like you people are sitting right now here. They don't even talk. Yesterday we were with the Terego. They had that statement where they said that somebody has already bought Mercedes for all the polling stations to actually handle the results, which I don't think it will not happen here in Maracha. But however, I need to comment on this issue where they said the impartiality of the results and the election officers and the registrars. I promise. Last time I promised, and today I need to promise for the best. Concerning the issue of the emotional behavior of the registrar, I think that one is now personality. Personality where one person cannot have control over. And now the issue of, for us we are used to now, like me, I'm used to these allegations. Last time we were with you, I told you, honorables, I don't have the guidelines. You know what came out? When I came out, the security personnel. The information I got was one of the candidates has already paid me 500,000 not to hold the joint campaigns. That was the allegation on me. So some of us we shall just die for nothing, for no good reason. Yeah, you are going to hack me for no reason. That so paid me 500,000 that the joint campaign should not be there. Really. So I just promise to you that we shall just deliver. Whatever results will come, we shall just deliver. That is my humble request to you and my humble appeal to you. The remaining days, let's try to, as much as possible, to control our emotions and the agents as saying, so that we finish the remaining days okay. Just as others have said, so that you will be able to enter in your brother's car. We enjoy together. We take Maracha to a greater height. I think I don't have much to say. That is where I want to end. Thank you, the security personnel, for always being in touch with our people. Because in other districts, they have just left them there. They are doing their own things. That's true. Thank you for cooperating with the stakeholders, and wish us all the best.
Thank you. Thank you, members. I think now we are coming to the end of our very fruitful meeting. This meeting has been very fruitful and at heart. I pray that we move with the same spirit outside there. You have been assigned more responsibilities. Apart from presenting your manifesto, please present issues of peace. Greet each other before the people and speak peace. We have talked about the borders. These are all our relatives, our children, our friends. Let's talk to them. We know the border stage chairpersons and all that. Those whom we know, let's talk. While on our part, we will also talk. Also, you help us and we talk together. Let's keep time and let's have this day, the 3 days, let it end successfully. And after the 3 days, I know you will be moving now for final touches. Also, let's do it with discipline. Let's do it with discipline. You are going to have, we have 691 villages, so you are going to have your agents there on the polling day. Also orienting them to be disciplined on the polling day. And they should be able to reach, to be there earlier. So that they are...
Is it going to be 1 or 2?
2. But also it depends on your capacity. Because now if you engage 2 for you, it is you now to give food or what, and also facilitation. So if you have 2,
we are told a maximum of 2.
It's okay.
Per polling station.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you, at least if there can be 1.
Yeah.
If there can be at least somebody.
Yeah.
But I also know the financial stress you people are going in through now. If the capacity is there, it's fine. But if it's not there, even 1 or 2 can be there. So we are going to move with you up to the last day. And our chairperson electoral, we also need to talk to the women before the voting date. Now we have talked to the candidates this side and the other side. Let's also have a day for the women and we talk to them. And lastly, we will also talk to the chairpersons. So really this is it. I am happy, but let's communicate. We have not been communicating directly to you on daily basis. It's not that we do not like you, but we thought we should give you your space. For us, we thought we would give you your space so that eventually people do not align us. But now that we know each other, let's begin talking also. If Adima calls me, Tairi calls, Dema calls, all will be treated as normal. Let's communicate. You can call me, you can call DPC, you call DISO. Even in the morning, we have the platform. Let's greet ourselves in the morning on the platform and we update on what happens in the day on the platform also. But if there are some things which are very particular, you also call us in person. So really all this is it. I do not have so much to say, and I want to say our meeting of today is officially adjourned. Let's go to the site of our meeting. You have something to say?
No, of course now.
I'm not going away. I will be here. Some people can stand inside here, no? Move in the rain. Why are you making me very young like that? There's no rain. There's no rain. You want chairs, eh? No. Yellow chairs. Yes, okay.
We're not sitting. It's okay. It's fine. Are we okay?
Is this okay?
Hey, my big brother.
Are we okay? Are we all there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Wait.
At my accused, somebody have bias. So if I didn't